Hello and welcome to week 3 plus 2 days of Mr. Holliday's Santa Beard journey. Now those 2 extra days were taken up by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which understandably are 2 of my busiest days of the year. Hi, I'm Mr. Holliday and I've decided to join the ranks of the real bearded Santas. Now, if you've watched my previous Beardeos, then you know that I've been Santa for about 10 years now, and I have had regular issues with fake beards, and I'm done with them. So I'm creating this series of videos to track my Santa beard progress and to share the tips and tricks and products that I'll be testing out along the way. Now I think I can officially say that I have a beard now. This is 3 weeks in, and it looks like more than just stubble and laziness. However, it is very itchy, and this is a very tough stage. Now, it's not long enough to just hang down, and it's growing out at odd angles, and it's brushing, and it's poking, and I wake up every day wanting to just shave it off. But I won't. I will persevere, and this too shall pass. Now, in part 1 of my Santa story, I told you how I reached rock bottom in terms of my belief and in the meaning of Christmas, and it was just another day, and it meant nothing. And in part 2 of how I became Santa, I mentioned finding that spark that happened when I gave. Just gave, no ulterior motives, no expectations. Someone needed help, and I was there, and I gave, and I glowed for days. And I kept up with the giving, not just at Christmas, but every day that I could find a way to randomly help somebody, to be there right away, right when they needed it. And it is a rush, and that is the Christmas spirit. And today, I want to tell you about the time that I met Santa, the real St. Nicholas. So now you see, by this point in my life I was married and I had a son. He was 2 years old, nearly 3 at the time, and we had gone out with some friends to a local Christmas market, and there was loads of baking and crafts and pictures with Santa too. And as we walked by the photo area, I pointed out Santa to my son and I said, "Look, it's Santa, it's Santa." And he looked and he clearly felt nothing about what he saw. And I mean, with all due respect to Santa's helpers everywhere, it can be a tough and draining experience, and often the suit doesn't matter. However, the man in the red suit was clearly too thin, and even from a distance, his dark hair poked out from under his fake hair and beard, and in the eyes of a young child whose only understanding of Santa is, well, not that, my son looked at it like it was nothing and just looked away. "Well, let's get pictures with Santa." I tried to get him excited again, and he just shook his head. No fear at all, just no interest. So we went around the market, and an hour or so later, we passed by the Santa booth again, and I tried again. But my son just didn't want to. He didn't care. And I figured we'd try to get a photo at a mall or some other venue anyway, so I didn't push the issue. And we left. Our friends went home. My wife went to meet up with her friends, and my son and I, we walked through the streets of downtown Core on our way to the subway home. But as we're walking down the road and I'm pushing my son in a stroller and we're relaxing after a fun day at the market with friends, and he starts kicking and shaking his stroller and he's slapping on the tray and yells, "Santa! I see Santa!" And after the disappointing experience at the market, this was really weird, and it's so strange to have the exact opposite reaction. But I look over to where he's pointing in the distance, and nearly 3 full downtown blocks away is a man in a red suit walking towards the corner as if he's going to cross the road. Now, it's hard to make out some of the details, but I mean, he looks like Santa. So my son keeps going nuts for this guy. But then not only did the Santa 3 blocks away stop and turn to face us, just waving back at my son, and he waited. The entire time that it took us to walk 3 blocks, cross 2 traffic lights, through snowy streets with a stroller, he waited there for us. And he was incredible. He was everything that you'd expect in the real deal. Real bearded, rosy cheeks, absolutely beautiful red suit, pristine white fur trim. He had holly and jingle bells on his real black boots, a velvety green sack over his shoulder, chocked full of presents, and there was nothing out of place on this guy. He was absolutely perfect. And he leaned down and he talked to my son, and "What's your name, and how old are you, and have you been good," and all the usual questions. But I was buzzing on the inside. I was glowing. I felt it from him. That glow, the light, magic. I'm getting goosebumps. I get chills every time I tell somebody about this. I get excited to the point of wanting to cry with happiness because I met Santa. And he didn't talk to me, just to my son, but it was brief, but it was perfect. And when I got home, I emailed my friends right away, and I told them all about it. And I emailed my wife, and I emailed my best friend, and then I posted on Facebook, I met the real Santa Claus. I believe. And what happened next, I'm going to tell you about in part 4 of this video series. So please hit that like button, hit subscribe, definitely tap that notifications bell to keep updated every time I post a new Beardeo, and to hear more about how I became Santa Claus. Now here's your beard growing tip of the week. Well, week plus 2 days. So by 3 weeks, your beard is gonna feel itchy and you're just gonna have to push through it. But believe me, it's temporary and it's worth it. So there are things you can do to limit the itch factor. For instance, well, here's your first product placement for the series. Beard oil. The first thing you need to know about beard oil is that it's not for your beard. How weird. Beard oil is for your skin, for your hair follicles. It helps moisturize your skin, and it gets on your beard too, obviously. It keeps it healthy and soft and way less itchy. You might also want to invest in some beard shampoo, conditioner, beard balm. These all help limit the itchiness that comes with growing a new beard. So I'm currently using beard oil from the Rocky Mountain Beard Company. I'm gonna have to get a better picture because I think that's blurry. It's made here in Ontario, Niagara Falls. I've been using it for the last 3 days and it does a great job. It's way less itchy. You only need a few drops on your fingertips. And then you rub it in and you rub it on. You get right to the roots. All your itchy spots, all your you gotta rub your fingers through it. And then you tame the mess that you just made. And you're good to go. So this stuff comes in various scents, including unscented if you prefer that. I'm still experimenting with my favorites, but so far I'm liking the combination of the sandalwood beard oil with the bamboo scented beard balm. And the best part about that combo is that my wife likes it too, so win-win. I hope this video helped you in your own beard journeys, and if there's anything you want to know, anything you want me to expand on or answer for you, let me know in the comments below, or just comment and tell me how great my beard looks. Compliments are always welcome. So that's it. Until next week, stay nice, my friends.